All right, we're back again. Number 24, Gassed Up Podcast, as always, presented by G4 Signs and Graphics. Hoodie right here. Buy them. Out soon. It's been probably 2 weeks since we've done one of these. A lot of shit's happened.
Very loud. Must be very excited.
I'm pumped up.
Must be very excited.
How do you want to start this thing?
Well, how do we not start by who's sitting next to me? And haven't known this guy long, but long enough. He loves sports. We thought no better time. He's the tallest man I know at a whopping 6'11". He's repping the Gassed Up Podcast out soon. Just pleased to be welcomed by a soil member himself, Austin Olson. Thanks for joining the podcast.
Thanks for having me, fellas.
Okay, gotta ask you, how did you and Brett meet? What's the story behind that?
We were at Buffalo Jump, and I wore my Cleveland Browns hat, and Brett came up to me, and he asked me if I was actually a fan or if I just liked the hat.
Okay.
Because if he was just a hat guy, I probably would have pushed him off the Buffalo Jump.
Yeah.
Because nothing drives me crazier, so.
So you are a Browns fan then?
Definitely.
Do you like Baker?
Love Baker.
Big Baker guy?
Actually,
Okay.
Baker's why I became a fan.
Okay.
I watched
Fair
his
enough.
first game when Tyrod was starting.
Mm-hmm.
Tyrod gets injured. Baker comes in, wins the game.
Quick dub, I remember
Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
I was fired up, man.
Quick bond over Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
That's how.
that. Nothing
how
like
this-
dudes bonding over sports.
Nothing.
There's nothing like him.
We were on this god awful field trip.
Oh, so bad.
That's how me and you met.
What's that?
Over sports.
Over sports.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I hope this guy's a fan, because this is gonna be one of the longest 4 hours of my life. And boom, he was. Now he's on my fucking podcast.
Nice.
Hot
You got
start.
light rays coming in here? Just.
Kind of looks nice. I kind of like it.
How's that?
Ooh, those are better.
Is it like bad?
No, it's just
No,
bright.
it's good.
I thought those would look like. Oh, now
that's
it's
not
bad.
good.
You were blocking it.
Shot it.
Those were crepuscular rays. Big word. Learned that in soil. Sound.
What's crepuscular?
I don't know. I heard it once and I liked it.
That is a big word.
Yeah, I think Ryan Whitney uses it because he took meteorology.
4 syllables. Crepuscular.
Asked me to spell it. Sound.
Anyways,
Big week.
lot of shit happening lately. Not just with sports, but with our lives.
Yes.
Freedom Convoy 2022. Fellas, how are we feeling about this? I think everybody knows how we feel about it, but let's let them know.
Those guys are my heroes. I mean, what else is there to be said? I can get pretty amped up on this, but I'm just going to keep it short, simple, and civil. And no, what they're doing is unbelievable. It took 2 years for us to see a light at the end of the tunnel, and finally it's here. I just hope that spineless coward in Ottawa wants to show himself and actually does something. But what these guys are doing, taking times out of their lives, is like I said, it's nothing short of heroic. It's history right now, and it's absolutely incredible. It's well warranted in my books, and I'm so tired of this bullshit. So let them truckers roll.
Yeah, it's pretty cool how long they've been out there. So I think it was like the day before I went out to work. I heard a bunch of honking on Highway 2 out here, and I was like, what the hell's going on? I had no idea this was a thing. And, 3 days later, they're in Ottawa. Got that place on gridlock. Good
Rock
job,
star.
fellas. A couple guys I work with are from Ottawa, and we got in a little bit of an argument at work, civil argument. But
Guys being dudes.
basically what I like, a lot of guys are like, okay, well, if masks work and the vaccine works, then why would we want to protest that?
not
Because
working.
isn't that the healthy choice? And stats say, I think it was like, I don't know how true this is, but I saw it on Twitter, it's like six
Oh, it's on Twitter.
it has to be
true.
true. 6 out of 100,000 people who are unvaxxed will die. And it's like 0.5 who are fully vaxxed out of 100,000 will die. So 1 in 200,000. And then it was 0.1 out of 100,000 who are boosted will die. So it's 1 in a million, right?
I bet more of
So
that
if
than
those
the
are
vaccine.
if it's a healthier choice to get vaccinated, cool. It's also your right to make healthy choices. It's also our right to go smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day and go fill up the cancer wards with patients, and to drink like a sailor and wreck our livers,
like Austin.
and to eat McDonald's every day and have strokes and shit.
It's freedom.
So that's what I think. It's your divine right,
And
and it's been taken away from us
yes,
because we had to get vaxxed to go do shit.
It became a problem when they told us what to do.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what to
And
do.
finally, it took a bit, but finally, people just the last straw broke.
No
And
more
it's good to
masks.
see that shit happening, and there's Denmark, Sweden. I think all the northwestern European countries they've bashed it.
Yeah.
It's gone.
It's worldwide now. We set a
England's wide
trend.
open, and they were like super locked down, but they sent it wide open. So hopefully shit changes soon. I know a lot of guys say we can't just like end them like that. Well, I'm like, Blake and sure put in a lockdown just like that. So why not take it out like that? So
No, we want to show our support, and that's what we're doing here. So buck titty through the parliament, fellas. I love it. Rock and roll. I crave it.
go crash your trucks into them if you have to.
Yeah, run that sucker over. Kill him. I don't care. I'll say it. I don't care at this point. God damn. But on to happier things, I guess.
Yeah. Thought we'd tap that in, you know.
Happier. Before I get sad, let's go Super Bowl first.
Super Bowl first?
Let's go Super Bowl
'Kay.
first. Let's get Austin rolling here. And
So I'm not gonna call this the Super Bowl. I'm calling this a Lika Bowl because
Ooh.
you can't hate the two guys on each team. So we're taking them boys there. We got Frat Stafford, Joey Burr,
Joe Shiesty.
Joe Shiesty, Joey Franchise,
Joey Cools.
Joey everything.
Super Bowl.
That kid might have more nicknames than I do.
he might have more swag than anyone on planet Earth.
Probably that too. Yeah.
But I mean, straight off the top, we'll get into it. But predictions, Austin, what do you got?
This one's tough. Honestly, like I think it's gonna be the Rams. I know Tennessee got to Joe Burrow 9 times, and I think with Aaron Donald and Von Miller and Leonard Floyd, they're gonna take it to him. So I think the Rams are gonna win. I think it's gonna be a good game, of course, but
Yeah, no, I agree. And to echo what Carter said, it's so likable. Like I said to some people, it's the first time in years I'm not gonna be yelling at the TV.
No,
Because
like
I
you have no
don't.
team in it.
Yeah,
or
I don't
guy in it,
care.
right?
Like the closest to this would have been Chiefs San Fran, but I was pulling for San Fran just because I'm not a Chiefs Kingdom fan or whatever. But this is the first time whoever wins, I will be celebrating for them because I call it the start of the year. Rams will be here. We've said it multiple times. We love Matt Stafford. We wanted him to get his chance. I think it's so cool that he's finally getting it and proving some doubters wrong. And then obviously we got my Joey B jersey behind us, and I'm a huge Joey B fan as well. What he did in college, we're college boys, so followed his story. And how do you not respect both these teams? Both these coaching staffs are so young, great defenses. Even though we thought the Bengals were trash, they've stepped up, and yeah, it's cool to see a different fan base in the bowl.
Yeah,
but
I got a gut feeling just the way it's going, and it could be a great story. I got a feeling the Bengals are going to pull it off. Somehow a team who lost to the Jets in the regular season might just pull it off.
Browns twice.
Yes,
Browns twice. That's true.
They might just do it.
I kind of have the same feeling, but the closer we get,
the more logically speaking.
But the more my heart's telling me to cheer for Stafford.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, Burrow's going to have another 10, 15-year career, 20. He's on a great path. My heart wants to see Stafford win.
There's so many guys on that team you want to see win. Like
Odell.
I want to see, Stafford. I want to see Odell win one. Jalen, as much as he pisses everybody off.
He's so good.
Vaughn can go for 2. Donald, there's a lot of dudes on there. Cup,
how do we not even mention Cup?
There's so many guys I think that are deserving to win it on the Rams. So
what's it like saying Odell after he left your beloved Browns being a Super Bowl? How's that feel?
I didn't mind it too much, but I didn't like when he said that he told Von Miller not to go to the Browns.
Yeah, that was a tough look.
I didn't like that. But other than that, I want to see Odell.
Like, you're an Odell fan, right? Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
You always kind of
amazing.
Yeah, he is. It would be cool. He's playing great too.
Oh, he really is.
Like, we kind of talked, would he be a cancer or not? And he's done a good job. Like, he's gone in there, done his job, and
over 100 yards last game.
Yeah, like, how do you? Yeah, and Drake really hopes he gets over 62.5 next game to secure the bag. But
what's he got? Like 1.5 betting?
Yeah,
1.6. Yeah,
to win
2.8.
To win 2.8.
That's nuts. At least they're separate bets, so he's not one and done. But
we better be really, really good friends, and better be very, very confident to put that kind of cash down.
Odell better be going off.
Because was it over 62.5 yards? For
Yeah,
Odell,
I think he'll hit that.
I think so
and an
too.
anytime touchdown.
Yeah,
that's a fair bet.
That'll play.
Yeah, but
he's had a touchdown just about every game he's played since he's came in.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
It's nuts, and it's actually crazy that Cup and Calvin Johnson, the 2 highest receiving yards at all time, are thrown by Stafford. Like, guy's a stud.
Yeah,
I love Stafford.
Yeah, how do you not?
You can't. You can't not love him.
Frat Stafford, baby.
Got out of Detroit.
Thank God.
He just put in his time in a not great place, not great franchise.
Never bitched.
Not once.
So tough.
Dude popped his shoulder out, got it back in to go throw a game-winning TD long time ago. Real ones who know.
What a clip.
Yeah, that guy deserves it for sure.
I sent you over that he doesn't have any social media, but his wife posted that. It's like an 8-minute clip of just clips of him in Detroit saying thank you, and I hadn't seen it, and I came across it a couple weeks ago and shot it to you. And like I've said many times, I like Stafford a lot, but not a diehard fan, not a Detroit fan. This fucking video had me in tears. Like that man poured his heart and soul into the city, and then what happened with his wife almost passing away from from some diseases, and they rallied around it. Like it was. I recommend going watch it if you're a football fan. It's a very cool video, and I just think to see him get it done his first year would be awesome. I really do.
3 playoff games in Detroit and 4 in his first year with the Rams.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
And won his first playoff
amazing.
game this year too, right?
Yeah.
I guess pretty
He
good.
was 0-3.
Were you telling me like Stafford's wife used to date George's backup?
Yeah, she was just on KFC on Barstool, and they would go back and forth like on and off thing, and she was so fed up with it. Like obviously he's a quarterback of an SEC school, he's doing okay, and he's probably playing with her a little bit, rock star, and she had enough of it, so she just started dating the backup quarterback to piss him off. I mean,
True love story.
That's just both sides playing their cards, and it ended in love, so you know it's meant to be.
Goddamn shotties.
Shotties. Fuck.
But like I think like one thing to say about both two teams, great team chemistry on both sides. I just read today, Jamar Chase went to Joy Burrow Street to find a place to live, and he went and knocked on every door until someone said they would sell him his house so he could live next to Joe.
It's unreal. Let's do that.
Like
I remember when he was supposed to be a bust in the preseason.
Yeah, he was dropping everything in the preseason.
But he's
had to get used to that ball with no white lines on it, right?
apparently it worked out.
Just the eyes.
What a freak. But I have to give a huge shout out to Jace Poles, huge Bengals fan. You know it's your first Super Bowl. Take it all in. I've won too many to remember them all. So just enjoy it. It goes by quickly. It is tough, yeah. Browns fan. And then obviously Evan Ginther, huge Rams fan. So should be a good Sunday. It's cool to see different people win. You want to see your friends win unless they're Broncos fans. So yeah, enjoy it, fellas.
I was thinking it's very refreshing.
It is.
It's a very refreshing Super Bowl.
And
this might be like not like the greatest.
No, God, no, it's not the Patriots.
The best. Okay. For anybody but a Pats fan, this is the best like lead up to Super Bowl. Like just these two teams.
Like if you're not a fan of them, kind of deal.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. I mean, unless you're like a San Fran fan, that probably sucks.
Yeah, probably.
Or like a Seahawks fan, you don't want to see the Rams win. But
no.
Even like I keep forgetting, like the Rams were there when they played the Patriots. Probably one of the worst Super Bowls other than we won. Like the 10-3 game, like suffocating defense. But like the Rams have changed so much. Like McVay's there, but like Kupp tore his ACL that year. Like Gurley's gone, Goff's gone. Like Kupp's a star now. Obviously Odell's there. Like it's a bunch of new blood. Mm-hmm. It doesn't even feel like the same Rams. Like new jerseys. Like kind of feels like a new era.
You ever seen those edits for the all white Bangles?
Yeah,
the helmets.
They need to.
I don't know why they don't have those yet.
I know they're nails, and they're not like one of those corny ones you see that are made, and you're kind of like, okay, it's cool, but it's
So
corny.
clean.
Like that one's clean.
Yeah,
Icy white.
best helmets in the
Love it.
league.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotta say it. But
I was just okay. Go ahead.
yeah, no, I was just gonna say like I was gonna get into the awards and Jamar Chase. We can carry on with him. Offensive Rookie of the Year, no question. And this is one of the first award shows I thought they got everything but one right, and I'll wait for that one. But
Yeah.
TJ Watt winning, big TJ
Definitely
Watt
should have.
fan.
That was cool. His brother got to.
Yeah, it was awesome. And
Announce
then,
it or whatever.
I mean, offensive player of the year, not rookie player of the year. Kupp or Jonathan Taylor. Take your pick. I think
I think it had to be Kupp.
I agree.
Yeah. You saw the record. You better.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree at all. And then defensive player of the year or rookie of the year, sorry, Micah Parsons.
What a beast, man.
Sick.
That kid's a freak.
Yeah, he's insane.
Like if Dallas could ever just
That's a good Penn State product right there.
not
Like,
go full
holy
Dallas.
shit.
They got some studs there.
Yeah.
Like, they're
Full
fun
Dallas.
to watch. They just the big markets can't get it done. It's so funny.
Comeback player says name 9 times already. Joe Burrow. Also, shout out for Joe Burrow for beating the Chiefs, so we don't have to see
Yes, thank God.
Jackson Mahomes twerk at the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Oh,
You like those guys? I heard.
I like Mahomes.
Yeah. No, me too.
I don't
Like the player.
like his family.
Oh God.
No.
I saw her spraying like champagne on all the fans.
Oh.
It was so cold at Arrowhead.
It's just
She just loves to scream.
she's just annoying.
Very.
So annoying. But now to the MVP.
I think it should have
Austin.
been Brady.
Okay.
Do you?
I think.
Yeah.
It should. I feel like the argument with Aaron Rodgers over him was that Brady threw the ball more, which I think that makes him more valuable. Does it not?
I thought so.
He's got more interceptions, but I mean, you throw the ball more, you're gonna have more touchdowns
also
and interceptions.
threw
Did
for
Rodgers have more touchdowns or Brady?
Brady.
and he had just about double his yards. He threw for 5,000 yards.
Yeah, a little over, didn't he?
Yeah.
Rodgers had like a
4,000.
quarter of the interceptions.
He had
though.
like 5 maybe.
Like, you know, I don't know.
But-
Can you take in account that like Rodgers playing in Green Bay?
You have
When that
Devontae
weather-
Adams.
But when that weather goes,
They didn't have a bad weather game. Like they had one.
Yeah.
Like what? Like
that
why?
weather shit. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I thought it was a little.
Who had the better record the regular season?
Yeah, but
Like, you know, like he won more games.
I just. at
I
the
know
end-
you're always gonna be biased towards
for
him.
sure I am. And,
I couldn't like if
and
you
Rodgers,
told me.
but Rodgers got his last year. Like
No, I know. If you told me like Kate Carter, this is up to like you. I don't know who the fuck I'd pick, but
the
I don't
only-
know what the votes were.
I do too. And like I'm sure you could find it. The one thing that, if you want to argue Rodgers, which I can see both sides, is it's most valuable player. So you take Brady out of Tampa, you take Aaron out of Green Bay. If you want to do it like that, I guess. Like I mean, I'm assuming Green Bay would be worse than Tampa without Tom. Obviously, we're gonna find that out, and I'll get to that. But
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, it's have your 4 MVPs. You have 1 Super Bowl, Aaron, and it's. We've talked lots about this. I've talked to both of you actually that I wasn't a huge Rodgers fan. Still not a massive fan. I think he's a bit of a prima donna, but he's come around to me. Like, and I've always said he's probably the best talent in the league.
Yeah.
Like he is so good, but he can't get it done. And yeah, he's had coaching and whatever, but it just seems to always be someone else's fault with him. And I kind of like to see him lose, but him on the Pat McAfee show, he's a funny dude, but it just seems he's always like, he was never out there in the media until like Brady went to Instagram and Brady was out there, and he always seems to just, I don't know, he's kind of like Travis Kelce and Gronk with me. He kind of just wants to be Tom a little
I can
bit.
see that relationship.
Where's his number? Like he just kind of wants to be Tom. I'll say it because I don't care, and I miss my boy, but you have 1 Super Bowl.
I used to hate Rodgers, but over the last like couple of years, I think I've started to, we'll say, appreciate him more.
Yeah, no,
He is
I
because he is
completely
funny,
agree.
and I listen to the Pat.
I completely
McAfee
agree.
show, like,
Appreciate's a
appreciate him
perfect
more.
word.
Yeah, he's funny as fuck. Stands up
Yeah,
for what he
and
believes
yeah,
in, right?
and I
COVID
retweeted
shit.
that, and I
Yeah.
love that. But just nothing seems to be his fault on the field. And I mean, can you be like, hey, it's Aaron Rodgers' fault they ever lose? Probably not. I mean, it just the way he goes about it. I don't know. Just something about him. He's ugly. Makes me mad.
No swag.
No
Terrible
swag.
helmet.
To be
Hot
honest,
seat. Oh, go ahead.
I used to hate Tom Brady
Yeah, he did.
when he was winning all the Super Bowls with the Pats.
Yeah.
I like to see new teams win.
Hell yeah, brother.
Your
And
teams never do.
exactly, yeah, I'm a Flames and a Browns fan. So, but when he was winning all the Super Bowls, I didn't like him, and that's why I started cheering for Mahomes. And now, after he won in Tampa, I started to really appreciate him a lot more. And so, me saying that he should have won the MVP, I think.
Means a lot.
It was cool, like when he's in Tampa, you got to see a bit more of his
Oh yeah,
their personality, right?
Before we get to that, Hot Seat Austin, where's Rodgers play next year?
I think he might go to the Broncos.
I want to see it.
The Packers offensive coordinator. He's
Yeah,
the head
Hackett.
coach.
He's coaching there now.
I think that's a
I think,
huge deal.
I think they got along very well, and you know Elway was going after him.
Yeah.
To try and set
no,
that
it's
up.
definitely,
It's a business move.
it absolutely is.
Yeah.
I have
He goes there and he has good targets. Like,
I
think
don't
it works
know
out for him.
who,
You know?
I don't know much about this new Saints coach. Excuse me. And I would have thought if Sean Payton would have stayed, I kind of thought the Saints might be a dark horse.
I agree
Okay.
with that.
Just like Sean Payton, look what he did with Drew Brees. Hell of a coach. Like, I think he's a hell of a coach. Great guy. I think he's going to be the next Cowboys coach, but that's a different discussion. But I thought the Saints might be a target, but I think it's Green Bay or Denver. I really do. I hate to say it.
I'd agree with that. Yeah.
I think that's where he ends up. And then another one is...
Take out Green Bay. Who do you got? I got Denver, San Fran. Those are my two.
If I was him, I'd
Just because he's a San Fran boy.
San Fran, they would win with him.
They would.
Man, that's a
you
good
take
team.
him. Like, who cares about
Kyle
Trey
Shanahan.
Lance?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, like,
you could trade Trey Lance in the package.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Jordan Love's the guy. So
No.
I don't. Yeah, Denver. It's hard. I think another dark horse is the Raiders. Why wouldn't you want to go play in Vegas? I mean, that's a tough division, but it's the same division as if he goes and plays with the Broncos. It's you got Herbert and Mahomes already there.
That whole AFC's just.
But I think like
nuts.
playing in Vegas would be sick. That stadium,
Yeah.
they'd pay him zillions to be good again. I'm not sold on Derek Carr.
No.
He's a good quarterback, but like if you can get Aaron Rodgers, you get Aaron Rodgers. There's 2 quarterbacks in the league. I'd maybe take over Aaron Rodgers. So it's just I think the Raiders could be sneaky. I really do.
Don't sleep on the Browns.
Well, I just want to ask you, who's going to be your quarterback next year?
I don't know if it'll be Baker. That's for sure. They got a lot of ways they could go.
Who do you want?
I like Watson.
Oh, you like rapists?
Hey,
I
no.
like his football talent.
Innocent till proven guilty. Don't say that.
Okay.
Don't say
I'm
that.
sorry.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Looks stacked up. A little stacked up.
It
I
is.
think
It is.
that we talked about a little bit, but I want to say, what did you think about that Russell Wilson? I don't know if I sent it to you, Carter, but it was Wilson to the Browns for Baker, 2 firsts, a second, a third.
Yep.
I think is what the deal
Oh
was.
shit.
That's a lot to give up.
It is, but
I think the Browns are in
Russ
run
is
now
good.
mode, though.
I think so. Like they do have a talented roster.
They do.
Yeah.
My only thing is like we've never seen Baker with this roster healthy,
No, and I mean when he played KC week 1 healthy, he was amazing.
and he just about beat them in the playoffs last year, fully healthy. Like, and obviously I'm again super biased Baker, but I don't know. I think there's more there than people give him credit for.
No, I totally agree.
He scares the shit out of me.
Bake?
He scares the
Oh,
living.
it's kind of Brett Favre.
Like this whole season, every game that I watched with him, like he just looked so panicked.
But he was so hurt. Like he didn't have a left side of his
No,
body.
but I know, but like
basically.
how many other guys are playing hurt that you don't know about?
Not that bad.
Fair enough, but he just seemed like so. Even like the year before, like last year, like the year before this
Oh, that
past
was
season,
bad.
his sophomore year was fucking atrocious.
But he's also been through what 3 coaches in
Yeah, lots.
4
Yeah.
years.
True, and he had to deal with Odell. I don't think those two work together.
They were good friends, I heard. But
I just don't think they could play together.
Yeah, not what his
I
dad
think
said.
like when you have Odell there, you know, at one point one of the biggest like sports personas out there, and you have to play with him. Like I get the stress. No, I'm good, dude. With having to play with that, but I don't know. He seems super skittish, and Brett, I know you love Baker, and you'll always have him being one of the best college QBs of all time, but I just don't think he's really cut out to be like an elite NFL QB.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
my kind of opinion.
That's fair, and
Yeah.
obviously, my take is completely like I think he hasn't proven it. So for you to say that, I'm not gonna bash that. I can't.
Yeah.
He hasn't. I genuinely think there is. If they gave him one more year, make or break Baker, do something. I don't know. I think there might be more there than
No, I definitely think you got to give him another shot.
But if you can get as a Browns fan, if you can upgrade to a Watson or
oh yeah,
a Russell, like you are.
definitely.
Like those guys are next level. I want to see. Yeah, I said that was a complete joke. Like it's bad stuff going on with Watson, but I want to see that guy back in the league.
He's so good,
He's
man.
so good. Like
so talented.
oh, that's another like all-time great college quarterback. But from all-time great college to the all-time greatest of all time, it's time.
It was time. You know what? And for as much as Tom Brady made my life miserable and I hated him to the core, I kind of wanted to see a retirement tour, a little
Yeah, I
farewell
mean-
tour.
I want one more year.
Just like it kind of sucks how it just was like done. And you like
that's just
nobody had a lead up thinking he
know.
was going to. Then it was just like one day like Rappaport
Schefter and them
or
blew
Schefter,
it.
sorry, with the terrible release. Like,
It
That
just
was too bad.
oh, this is hard. It's tough for me.
but it was time though.
No, I don't know. He's
still so good.
he just won MVP this year. It's so Tom just to be like, nope, no spotlight. I'm just gonna be done. Go do my thing. But thought there was more there. But man, I owe a lot to that guy. I mean, he's the reason I played football. He's the reason I watch football. I mean, he's pictures on my wall. I'm wearing Tom right now. It was pretty cool for me. He's the first athlete that's retired in our I would say our whatchamacallit, like life of sports, that he's gonna go down as one of the all-time greats. Like we missed Gretzky, we missed Jordan, like guys like that. Like Tom's in that category, and we got to see it in the best years, right? And like there's Crosby's and LeBrons and whatever you think about them, but like Tom is, I think he's the greatest athlete of all time, obviously. And I used to watch the Brady Six before I went to play any football games. So yeah, I'm really sad that Tom's not going to be in the NFL, and it's it'll be different, but pretty cool to say I got to see him in person before he was done, and
That's so cool.
that's something I'll always have. But
And
God, Tom, I love you, and thanks for everything, I guess.
what I thought of, and this is just completely impromptu. Tom, Kobe,
To the
both
best.
great competitors, and when I think that's why I wanted to see Tom do our retirement tour, is because Kobe did one.
Yeah.
And you saw like Kobe's whole career, just a fucking savage. Like
They're very
from
similar.
24 hours like a day, complete savage. But then his last year, kind of become an ambassador for the sport, and not take it easier on guys,
No.
but post game have a chat. I just wish you could have saw like him
I completely agree.
go through that with the other guys, like his other colleagues in the NFL.
And
I
you
think it
get-
would have been sweet to see.
Yeah.
And Tom, you're missing out on so many cool gifts.
I want how many rollies he would have got, but I think it's just Tom. He doesn't crave this, but like he's not an athlete that craves the spotlight. Obviously, it follows him because he's Tom, but he's okay just being done and being with his family, and he's gonna make
Probably more money now.
Yeah, I think he's
retired.
gonna be a billionaire. I really do.
Went and checked out that Brady brand, and it just
Oh.
looks like the States version of Lulu. It
It's-
looks like pretty cozy stuff.
It does, yeah, but no. Tip your hat to Tommy. I love you, and I'm gonna miss you, but yeah, don't need to tear up anymore.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't like the guy when I first started paying attention to football, but he grew on me a little bit, and I did want to see him come back for another year at least.
Would have been cool. Yeah,
I just think he's so good still.
Same thing with Rodgers, with like Brady. Like I've just learned to appreciate him more.
great. You got to appreciate
what's
greatness.
what
No,
was. But
I did the same with Manning. Right.
our we'll say like our childhood like elite QBs that we grew up watching, like Manning brothers, Brady, Big Ben, Drew.
Drew. I mean, you put never won, but he was a staple of our child, like Phillip Rivers.
Yeah,
They're all gone.
they're all
It's
gone.
kind of
But the next
Weird.
wave of kids are here, and they're fucking talented. Like that AFC's loaded. Mahomes, Allen, Herbert, Burrow.
like Jackson,
Watson for
Watson,
what it's worth.
like they're good. And
Kyler.
Kyler's in the
Like-
NFL. Like, I mean, we still
That could be your core six. I think we just named off 6 guys, but that could be our next core 6 for the next 10
could.
years.
It
You know?
absolutely could. It's just, and there's more coming. Like it's every year. There's the next best thing in college. There's this and that, and these kids, and it's special to watch, man. Like we still haven't even seen like how long till Mac Jones is in that conversation. Like,
I didn't. Yeah.
right? Like I know he's
probably
so,
there,
You can't.
you know?
I don't. Yeah, maybe a little
more good year.
Yeah, a
One more
little
good year.
premature, but he's gonna be a stud. And then, like with competent coaching, what's Justin Fields gonna be? And like Trevor Lawrence, he had a shitty situation, but he's a stud. Like these kids are so. It's like hockey, right? We talk about McDavid to Bedard, and all the time these kids are getting so much better. And I hope those are our guys for the next 20 years, because goddamn, did we get treated to some good football.
Oh my god.
League's in good hands.
Sure
Also,
is.
shout out to this whole playoffs this year for ball. That might have been the most insane playoffs. Just like the OTs, the fourth quarter comebacks, and like 2-minute drills. Every game.
but one was decided by one possession.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That's
insane.
all you can ask for.
The KC Buffalo game is probably the best game I've ever watched.
So good.
Insane.
That would have been a 200-point game if we had a real overtime.
Fucking
Or had a redemption.
overtime. What a
If I have
joke.
redemption in beer pong, I should have redemption
Yeah,
in OT.
I read that. I was like, beer pong has legit better rules than the NFL. Like, we're not gonna let Josh Allen have another run with the ball. Like, get bent. But
I think in the regular season they might have to keep that the same.
That's
because
fine.
they don't want guys to play too long.
and get
yeah,
hurt.
but that's
But
like
in
three.
the playoffs,
You have
gotta
to-
let them go.
It's like 3-on-3 overtime in the NHL. Of course, we don't do that in Game 7 of the finals.
Mm-hmm.
But we need games to end. But you need a legit system to end
Yeah.
games. And it's fraudulent to me.
You know, like playoffs, guys are playing for their lives, right? Well, not playing for their lives, but
No, I know what you mean.
in a way they are.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely. But
That's what the paper's made. So I think they should have every opportunity to come
Do it
back. And it
properly.
sucks because like with that game, like with Casey and Buffalo, both defense were just shredded at the end.
I
Like,
thought I was watching the
they
Big
were
12.
like
13 seconds, man.
Thought I was watching the
13 seconds too.
Thought I was watching an OU Texas game for a while
Yeah.
with all those points scored, but yeah, I don't know, crazy, great football.
God, I love football.
Yeah,
Fuck.
what a sport. Love CTE. What in your mind was the biggest upset? Did you think?
Oh, Bengals and Chiefs.
You thought, yeah, that's
I
fair.
agree.
I mean, Casey was up 21-3, man.
No, it's fair. Yeah,
They should have won that game.
Come back, Joe.
I thought Niners over Green Bay was a pretty big
Oh
one.
yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
I didn't watch that once. I don't.
That
I
was a
didn't
bit of a-
either because that
was
just
going on?
sounds so boring. Any football in Lambeau Field at this time of the year.
Well, yeah, like that's why I
Halfback
feel-
dive.
Rodgers was clutch though.
Uh,
Can't stop taking shots at that guy.
man, like you're at your home in Lambeau, and you can't get more than 13 points.
But your MVP. Brady's won more NFC playoff games than Rodgers has, and he's there for 2 years.
No, the same.
Oh, is it the
Both
same?
won one. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
One
NFC
NFC
champ.
championship.
Oh, no, I meant like NFC playoff games, I said.
I think
Oh.
he's got like 10 wins.
No, Rogers has more.
No.
NFC.
Yeah, 10 wins.
No.
10 playoff wins. Yeah, probably.
I think so.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
He's been to like what, the
Brady
last-
won 4, 5. I don't think he has more than 5.
I think he's 10 and 11 in the playoffs.
I did see that. Yeah.
Then win. No, there's something.
It's I actually have it saved on my phone right now, but we're recording with it. But
Brady has
it was
more
like he was
something.
pretty much 500, and it was like
Brady
11 or
has-
10 or 10 or 11.
Brady
yeah.
has more something.
I think it's
He has,
Pretty sure
he has the
it's more
same amount of NFC championships as Rodgers and Breeze.
which is ridiculous.
Yeah, whatever it
He's
is.
in the
he's
NFC
better.
for 2 years.
We know,
I love Tom.
but pouring out for Tom.
I miss him already.
I want to see him.
What's
throw
Sundays
another
without
Lombardi.
Tom?
It's gonna be weird. That's a change. That's a change up.
Who do the Bucks have as quarterback next year?
Oh,
Jameis Winston.
famous.
Sometimes you
Jameis.
have to go
Bring him back.
to go
Go
forward.
full Carolina Panthers mode. Just bring him back.
I
Like
hope
they
not.
brought
I hope
Newton back.
not. God.
I think they know they can still win. They gotta get some guys serviceable.
Yeah, they
maybe
can-
Jimmy G.
I thought of that. Yeah, Jimmy G. I thought that was a viable option.
Skip Bayless calls him Jimmy Gag.
And that guy wins.
Drip Bayless.
He does win.
He wins.
I love Drip Bayless.
Like I don't. Yeah, say what you want about like you can't rely on him to win.
No.
But if you have a good team, you can win with Jimmy G.
You
Absolutely.
can.
Niners
Like-
have proven it.
Belichick wanted to trade Brady away to start Jimmy G.
False. Those are lies. They were trying to rip the dynasty apart.
just media work.
Media.
Okay,
It was.
fair enough. I want to say this again. Oilers fans, what's up?
Oh man.
You had to do it to him, didn't you? I would
The
love.
dumpster fire
I would
continues.
love to do a call-in show on Edmonton radio right now.
Oh man,
The phone calls you would get, probably be pretty entertaining.
how is the worst fan base in the league doing right now? Hey, tip one back for Dave Tippett.
Dave tipping it back? Dave,
You got the can.
I think you're a good man.
Fired. I don't think that was the right move. Okay, this is such Oilers logic here.
Something had to change.
Let's bring in Evander Kane,
Oh, good
everybody's
move.
favorite degenerate, but let's get rid of Tippett.
Good move.
Like, would it have been better to keep Tippett and not bring in Kane?
I think like something.
Something had to
The
change for
all this
sure.
is the GM like GM has more power than a coach. Duh.
Yeah.
So it's the GM saving his job. I'll try to bring something fresh and new in, but at the end of the day, we said on the last podcast who assembled the team. The GM.
Yeah.
Who I think the GM should be on the hook for this. Do I necessarily think Tippett was doing a great job? Obviously not. They couldn't get fired up for a game. I mean, you lost 4-0 to Vegas, and then you come out and just a shit period against Chicago. It's just there's I don't know.
You love to see it, though.
You do love to see it. You love to see it. It's but we have written down here. What is it? It's Nugent Hopkins' 12th coach in 11
12
years.
coach, 11 years. McDavid's
Fourth, fifth.
How much patience does fucking McDavid have left?
Oh,
0.
This
if
franchise.
they don't make playoffs,
Leave.
please
I think
go play at ASU.
I think all other 31 teams or the rest of the league will be like, thank God, Connor, for doing something for yourself and getting out of that dumpster fire, because it's been since day 0. It's been nothing good.
They had the one playoff run.
They had the one playoff run where they beat
who did they beat?
the Sharks.
Sharks, yeah.
Lost to the Ducks.
Ducks,
Second
yeah.
round, man.
That second round was a good run until Ryan Getzlaff or Kessler, whoever grabs Sekera by the throat, and they were just crippled like the pigeons they are.
I don't.
Love to see it.
It's like,
As a Flames fan, you never win anything. This is winning.
Oh, absolutely. When they got swept by the Jets last year.
Winning.
That
We
was
weren't
awesome.
we weren't even in the playoffs, but we're winning.
That brought me so much joy, man.
I remember like all the Oilers fans chirping us like, yeah, you're not in the playoffs or whatever. And they're out and 4 games.
Sweep.
And it's not even a win. So what's the difference at the end of the day?
Got a better pick.
Absolutely. Coronado.
So we win.
Stud.
Oh, I don't know.
Marky Mark
Flames are rolling.
Oh.
in the Funky Bunch. It's shutout. Kipper's got
Gotta
10.
love it.
2 more to go.
Oh, he's gonna get it.
yeah, I think so.
absolutely.
He's humming. He is
46 saves last
Oh.
night. Oh, man.
And I don't. What I was saying, I was chatting with some people. Excuse me, sorry. I think it's a testament to Sutter, but this is the first time in how many years we can win games 8-0 or 2-1. Like we can win every different way, and it's cool to see. Like they're dialed in. They got all 4 lines rolling. I mean, Johnny and Kachuk are rolling.
What a duo right now, man.
Depth.
They're so good.
I think it's keyword for us right now is depth.
Yeah, Oilers
We're
fans.
deep.
Depth. It's key to winning.
It's not about
2
your
players.
first line or your second line when you split up your 2 guys.
Until
Also,
you get
our
the
About
first goal scored against
all
them.
4 lines banging.
Oh, and our decor when they have four goals last, or two or three goals. Anderson,
goals.
Hannafin, and Shillington all scored last night.
God,
3
I
goals
love
from the
those
blue
guys.
end.
Backlund had 4 points. Or no.
He's got
Yeah,
4 in
Backlund
his
had
last
4
2.
points.
Yeah.
He had 4 points against
Against
Vegas.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Rockstar.
Humming.
And then he had an assist last night, too.
2.
2 assists.
6 in his last 2.
This is a great time for teams at their stride too. Those
Yeah.
like 2 months before playoffs.
I just hope we don't cool off going into
Fair
playoffs
enough.
or anything. But no, get some points. Let's get a higher seeding.
It's kind of tough. Like, I don't know if you want to. It sounds crazy to say. I don't know if you want to win the division because the teams from the Central.
True.
Like,
you
you're not going to pass Colorado.
No.
So then you get St. Louis or
yeah,
like
like
Nashville.
Minnesota or Nashville. Like
But if you're the 2 or 3 seed,
you have to
and,
play who? Like who's in it right now? Like it's Edmonton, the Ducks.
I think it's the
and then
Kings right now.
Kings. Like
Yeah.
like we
Look
could
at
beat all
Chuck
those teams
Doughty matchup. I'd live for
Oh,
that.
God.
Oh
in
my
a pl-
God, they'd kill each other.
in a 4-game.
We gotta hit
series.
a playoff game though.
Oh,
I haven't never been to one, but I gotta
seriously.
No, gotta hit
In
one.
a 2, Electric City.
I've never been.
Had to carry Steve O to one. He got so buckled one night. But no, we definitely will. It's so cool, and the Sea of Red gets humming. Hopefully, no masks by then. Chugging Bud Heavies.
Mask off.
That'd be a great time.
It'd be
a
so cool.
little
man.
gassed up trip to the dome. Some dome foams.
Do the podcast there.
Do the live pod. Get
Just
a
on our phones.
media access pass.
I can
Can
see
we?
it.
How do we do
I
that?
don't know. I think we
Ryan
have to
Leslie
fly.
hook us up.
There we go. Might have to do a
Few connections here.
pre-playoff
You're in
show
the
with
game.
him.
That'd be sweet.
Miss him.
Last year's Stanley Cup loser, the Montreal Canadiens, dumpster fire this year.
Wow.
All friend with me. We.
Just brought in probably one of my like childhood top 5 favorite players, little Marty St. Louis,
Because you're the
Short
same
king.
size.
the fellow short king. Great quads too.
Great set of
I
legs.
aspire to have those set of legs.
One of the most bone-chilling moments in hockey history for Brett Fox. I'll always remember this. His mom passes away,
And he played.
And he played in the playoffs. Scores on Dustin Tokarski with that yellow warrior. Once he got traded to the Rangers, short side bung from the right face-off dot. Points up to that sky. Brr. That was...
And the Calgary Flames cut him.
Then he beat us in 04, but...
Cut a Hall of Famer, beat us in 04. Back barring out. Don't tell me about that.
Oh, we scored, but
Nightmare
anyways,
fuel.
we're on St.
Nightmare
Louis.
fuel.
No, huge fan of his, and I hope he does well. I don't necessarily love Montreal. I like a lot of their players. I hope he gets Caulfield humming along, but
Do you see that clip of Caulfield saying that's he was the reason I wore
Yeah.
2.6 growing up?
that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. And I don't you saw that tweet I retweeted about him in a presser about him talking about the differences between a system and a structure and how he hated playing in a strict system because you didn't have the opportunity or the ability or be allowed to make your reads,
Be creative.
and be a good player.
Yeah.
And that's an awesome statement to come read off your first whatever couple games he's coached, to come up with that. It's refreshing to see some coaches are thinking that way. You gotta let your good players be good players.
Especially with the young talent you have there. It's easy when you have if Weber was there, like Jeff Petrie, they played enough systems they can be creative within the system. These kids need to learn and grow. Like you see Caulfield, he already scored last night an unbelievable goal with a sick dish from Suzuki, another young kid that
I love Suzuki.
He's gonna be good. Already is, but fuck, he's gonna be a player. You need to let your kids learn and grow and play free.
It's development, yeah. Learn from your mistakes. It's a young core. You might have 2 crap years, but they're gonna learn a lot from it, and that growth chart is gonna be
And
a little more steeper.
We were talking about this. I said I think it's very smart on Montreal they didn't commit long term. They said, "Well, watch this season is a shit show for them already. They're going to be vying for you're going to be vying for the number 1 overall pick.
Mr. Right.
See what he can do. See what see what St. Louis can do with the kids. Let them play free. See if it works. See if they buy in, and if it's something that works, you sign them to a contract. But why? What do you have to lose from taking a chance? You don't win another game. Ooh, boo hoo! You're already brutal. Give her. Florida. I love the move on Montreal. I love their GM they hired, that Kent Hughes. He's an extremely smart guy. He's been an agent for years. He's connected around the league. I just think it's going to be some tough years, but Montreal's always been in that kind of middle ground. That
Minnesota Wild middle.
Yeah, they want to win because they're with Price. But they're never. I mean, obviously they went on a run last year and take that for what it was. But,
Cinderella run.
Yeah, but
crazy run.
They're always kind of in the middle, and you have to want to win when you have Carey Price. But they needed a refresher and they need a bit of a rebuild because they've always been that middle ground, and they draft well, always have, and I think that they can do some damage if they run with this and it works. So No, I was trying to think of something cooler to say in French, but what are your thoughts on Marty?
I like it. When we talked about it and you said that they got nothing to lose now, why not go with a guy like Marty St. Louis, see what he can do? Who knows? He might be a diamond in the rough.
I think a big aspect of coaching is those getting your players to play for you, and who the fuck doesn't want to play for Marty
I think
St.
it's
Louis?
90%, honestly.
I'm sure they all trust him already. They all want to play well for him because
Why wouldn't you listen to him?
Why wouldn't you listen to him?
And he knows. He's been around. He knows why guys get tired of coaches. He knows why guys get pissed off. He knows the dog days of the season. He's lived it, and he's fresh. He hasn't been retired that long.
No.
So he can adapt. I hope he does well.
I think he'll figure it out.
Shocked
100%.
me.
Yeah, I did not see that.
Was he coaching anywhere before?
I believe he was an assistant in Vermont University where he played.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
Jump.
Yeah. Not even a head coach. All of a sudden you're given the winningest franchise of all time. Hats off.
Why not roll the dice
Good for
with
you.
them?
I agree. Good for you. I hope for his sake and a lot of those kids that they do well. I do. Even though they're French.
Yeah. Montreal Canadiens, mirror opposite. One of their biggest rivals. The Bruins. and our favorite long-nosed rat, Mr. Brad Marchand. We got it written down here. He just passed Chris Pronger for the most individual suspensions in league history.
That'll play.
Wow. Tallying a loss of $1.4 million.
You know you're rich when you can lose 1.4. You just carry on.
It sucks to see because like Brad Marchand goes in these waves where he's on this uphill climb.
Good guy.
He's going to heaven. Mm-hmm. Like you hear the stories about him hanging out with like Jamie's kid, and doing all this
He
good guy,
runs
good
off,
great guy stuff.
Takes that guy's camera. He's chatting into the camera, like
being hilarious, like on social media,
ripping teams,
like,
grows the game.
And then it's like all of a sudden it's a snap of a finger, and it's like
idiot,
bang,
punch to the head,
full on idiot mode. Let's go throw my sticks at a goalie's face and punch him, and just go full on Brad Marchand rat mode. Like what the fuck, bro? I was almost liking you.
I know, and I was just gonna say, as a player, man, like he's
so good.
He's a top 10, top 15 player in this league, and he's the Twitter stuff was killing me. Like when he was chirping Trocheck and he chirped the Carolina team, and I live for it. I think it's so funny.
Mr. Ferrari.
We need more of that in the NHL, and then because you're so good, and he plays a game that like I like that bit of a dickhead, right? Like Matthew Tkachuk, like the
I respect
hard-nosed player. Mm-hmm. But like it's just out of nowhere, he has to be an idiot, and like that Tristan Jarry didn't like. What did Tristan Jarry do to you?
He tried to give a puck to a fan.
He tried to give a puck to a little kid, and then Brad Marchand was like, "No,
not in my building.
Not in my building. It's a Bruins fan right there.
But it's like,
fuck off."
It's like what? Like it's not like there's a history between him and the Penguins, other than like a couple playoff series. Or like he's buddies with Sid, he trains with Sid.
Yeah.
Or like why? Like. Why out of anyone are you going after Tristan Jarry? I didn't understand it for the life of me.
He's such a light switch. That's how. That's the only way you can explain him is just like
it's too bad. I will say, the 8. What did he get? 6 or 8? What was it?
6.
8? Oh, no, he got 6.
6, I think. Yeah.
What he did wasn't warranted 6 games. It was like 1 or 2.
That's a message.
100% it is.
Yeah.
100% it is. I thought the Foligno hit on Lowry was worse. And then he got 2 games, which, whatever. But this was like, Brad, cut it out, or these are going to start being 10-game suspensions. It's all in his history, and today he appealed. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. But, you mean, he's out of the lineup, Bergeron's hurt, and they get pumped by Carolina's 6 rip last night. Like, that's hurting your team, man. Mm-hmm. Like, that's... You want to wear the assist... Like, he would be a captain on most teams.
Yeah, hurts your team, hurts your wallet.
Yeah,
it's just... They're in a tough division.
They are, and you're vying for positioning, and... Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's tough.
You don't want to be a wild card in the East.
The East is loaded.
Oh man,
their playoffs are set.
Pretty much.
Basically.
Like I don't think anyone can catch anyone. Rangers are a wagon.
Oh, I love the Rangers.
They're fun to watch. Best
you can't hate. Yeah, best unis. We've said that 9,000 times on this pod.
So good.
Fox is a bit of a dickhead, but as a Flames fan,
I don't know. I love him.
Well, he should have signed with the boys.
You want to leave that? You want to leave that, and the CBA kids are going to take advantage of it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Next CBA, something has to be worked out. Where if you want to go play in college, you got to do something with your drafted team.
ELC.
Like it's just it screws over
diamond in the rough.
Teams. It's cool that like they have the ability to do that and take a bit of a risk on yourself, right? Because if you don't pan out, you might not touch an NHL ice surface.
My thing is like it's not going to happen because. It's not the thing to do in hockey. In hockey, it's very, they follow the code, I guess. But Owen Power, what if Owen Power doesn't want to be a Buffalo Sabre?
I wouldn't.
And I wouldn't either necessarily, but he could legitimately dominate college hockey for the next 2-3 years.
Get a couple Hobies on your belt.
Like
tell that to your grandkids.
Maybe win a natty with Michigan. Like it's a loaded team.
Got Hughes there.
The Olympics. Who knows?
Yeah, he's playing in the Olympics. He's playing the World Championships. He's playing the World Juniors. Like kid's a stud. But what if he's legitimate? Like I don't want to be a Buffalo Sabre, and he's willing to wait it out. And he just like that screws Buffalo out of a number 1 overall pick, and looks like a franchise defenseman.
Like with us, like that. That's a Norris Trophy winner that we lost because he didn't want to sign with us.
And it's and I don't. it's in the CBA. I've never blamed the kids for doing it.
No, if you're allowed to.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? But
Take
the only
advantage of
thing
the
I
words
think
in the documents, right?
The Flames really messed up there. I want to get into that is he had another year left before he would have been a free agent. He was coming off one of the most ridiculous seasons as a college defenseman. Make him go back. Like, be like, okay, you don't want to turn pro? Go back to Harvard. Go play another year. Like, test him. Maybe they tried, and he was like, okay, I will. And I don't know. I don't know the negotiations,
it's hard
but
to say.
And Flames did unbelievable on that trade. I mean, yes, we lost.
It's probably my favorite trade they've ever made.
Yes, we lost Adam Fox, tough down the road, but
I love Lindholm.
yeah, what we got in the Carolina deal, like we won. So yeah, it's tough. It sure would be nice to have Adam Fox on the blue line. Brett Fox jersey, Adam Fox.
That'd play.
Wouldn't know who's who. But
Adam Fox, Terry Fox,
Megan Fox.
a lot of Foxes out there.
Brett Fox.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a good crew. Good crew. All very talented individuals in our own way. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
I think you're the most talented.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I would
I'd agree with
highly
that, Brett.
disagree, but thank you.
You don't think you're more talented than Megan?
Yeah, no, I don't. But I love
I think
her.
you're better looking.
Wrong again.
It's for as hot as Megan Fox. She actually can act pretty well.
Yeah, she can.
She can play roles.
She can
That's for
actor.
sure.
That was a little wheel from Adam Fox to Megan Fox. That was an absolute transition. But
I gotta ask you guys a question right now. If you were to put money on it, who gets first overall pick? Is it Phoenix or is it Montreal?
Probably not either of them, honestly.
No? Who are you thinking?
Well, the way the odds go in the NHL, like I feel like it'll just be a team off the board.
I don't know.
Out of those two, who do you think
I
gets
think.
it?
I think Montreal.
I want Montreal to get it.
I do too because I don't think
like that the Coyotes
I don't
are
think-
going to go play in a
Yeah,
college
I don't think
arena.
Arizona deserves. But if I could choose, I hope Arizona gets it this year and someone else gets it next year.
So a more deserving franchise will
Gets
get
Bedard.
Bedard.
Yeah,
I'd agree with that.
I just
But
don't. Why did the Coyotes deserve?
What
to
they
be-
just signed a 3-year deal with ASU's arena?
Yeah,
So let's say this. If Montreal gets Shane Wright this year, I think it works good for them. Mm-hmm. If Phoenix picks up,
time
if
out, time
Phoenix,
out, time
what?
out.
Yeah, go ahead.
people sleeping on Logan Cooley.
Yeah,
That kid's pushing right for first overall. That Logan Cooley kid's legit. Just want to throw that in there. Carry on.
but let's just say, little 5-1 from the Frontenacs goes one.
It's a good bet.
He's going to Montreal. I think he fits in well with Caulfield.
Oh, he's gonna
and
play
Zuby,
next year.
right? For sure.
I thought he was 24.
The year after that is Bedard's draft year. And if he goes to Phoenix, I think Matthews' contract is around that time. Could you imagine Matthews and Bedard pack in ASU's arena for that'd be 1
1 to 2 years. Maybe.
1 to 2 years? They get back their old barn and they pack that place.
They'd have a
They
new one
would.
built by then.
Probably.
Dylan Gunther.
That's a franchise. That is a franchise. Can you imagine you have your 1-2 centers, Bedard and Matthews,
No, I
and then
don't.
you can throw in Clayton Keller? Can you imagine your peeper?
You've been you're so on. I love this. You have been on Matthews to AZ for
I think
so
it's
long.
got to happen.
Since the day
I know.
Matthews signed his
You were
contract
like,
in
he's
Toronto
going to
and it was
AZ.
only a
6-year deal.
6-year deal, I'm like,
right to free agency. But you're
He's gonna
on
go
it
homebound.
so hard. You won't stop talking about it. I mean, if he goes, I think I would love to see Leafs Nation crumble.
Me too, man.
and I think like with him, like he's giving the Leafs 9 years total, right?
Mm-hmm.
To try and win a cup there. If you can't get it done in 9 there,
What more does he owe you?
why don't you go home?
My thing is though, it's
Why don't
like
you go home and grow the game?
my thing is though.
He said that guy's such a
Yes,
he's changed the
yes.
culture in hockey.
I'm not
And him going
disagreeing.
to Arizona, it's better for the
Do-
game than being in Toronto.
And we don't know what 3 years looks like. 2-3 years, whatever it is. Do you want to win? Like, who in that situation looks like they're better to win? Because all Arizona's shown to me is they're an incompetent organization. Do I think the new GM? I think he's going to do a hell of a job. I think he has. He has already 3 first-round picks from trades. He's taken on
How
salary.
many seconds?
Like
so
another
much.
3. Like I think they have
I think-
9 picks in the top 3
Yeah,
rounds or something like
stupid.
that. I think he's an unbelievable GM.
It's an ownership issue.
It
for
is,
sure.
and it's
Hey! What if this happened? This is the most ridiculous guess of all
God.
time. Tom Brady's a hockey dad. What if Tom Brady makes a lot of money off the Brady brand clothing line? He's like,
Wants to
let's
buy
buy a
it.
hockey team in AZ.
I don't think he has any interest.
But what if that happened?
Man, that would be ridiculous. but I don't know. I think they're such a them going to play at ASU is such a joke. If
I
I'm
hate that,
if I'm an NHL hockey player,
Who's gonna want
You want to go play in a what's the capacity?
college,
Be like
it's gonna be
$5,000.
$5,000. Yeah. And you have to play why would you want to? First of all, you're not going to attract any free agents.
No.
Any
Who wants to play in front of
But
5,000
here's the thing,
people?
though.
kids.
It's not going to make a difference on like how many tickets you sell. They're not selling
that's
5,000
the
tickets
thing
in
is
their
it's-
rink.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly think it's come to a point where
I feel like it's a little degrading as a
I
professional
agree.
hockey player.
I agree, and it's gotten to a point where all this is a dick measuring contest with Gary Bettman. He does not. He saved them once by buying them as the NHL. He thought Arizona was a great place for hockey. Do I think it could have been if they put it in a different spot? Yeah, I kind of do. Hope it ends up getting there. But if this was anywhere else, this franchise would be moved. But Gary Bettman has such a big ego, and he's done some great things for hockey. I'm not disregarding that. But he is just trying to prove that he is right and he can make it work. That's all this is. He does everything in his power to save that organization. I
think they've just lacked. I think one thing will help the Yotes is a big name, because let's think of how many guys, older couples, any couples from Canada go down to Arizona for the winter.
Yeah.
And most Canadians, they're hockey fans, but who the fuck do you want to
No
watch
one-
in Arizona right now?
And it's a brutal
And that's where
location.
it's no different than with
Yeah.
Vegas. A lot of Vegas ticket buyers are Canadians going to Vegas on their their 4-day trip to go watch a few games.
Yes.
Right?
No, and
that needs to be the same thing with Arizona. That
I
needs to
agree.
be their business model. You just need a big name. Man.
and their location is brutal.
yeah.
Like if they can build a new complex close to where ASU is going to be, I forget the name of is it Tempe maybe? I don't know what it's called.
yeah.
But if they get an arena built there, I think they can do damage. It's such a shot to if Connor Bedard has to come in his first year and he's what he is, the guy's a freak.
Amazing.
And he has to play in front of 5,000, that's his NHL experience.
I'm not okay with
There's
that.
more people watching him in Regina right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How do you that is I think degrading was a perfect word.
It is.
You're going
Would
to
he-
that? Fuck, to be an ASU ASU chick
would
would be pretty
Bedard
sick right now.
think of that as degrading, or would he think of that as a challenge? He's gonna bring
Well,
this
I
place
mean-
out of the gutters.
No,
I can
he's
see
Instead of
that.
Matthews being from there,
He's gonna
that's
be
an
good.
incentive to.
but my thing it's still how do you get fired up to play in front of 5,000 fans
But
that don't truly care?
What about 5,000 fans packed in there?
But
it's
still-
energy though. 5,000 fans in a 5,000
Okay, but he goes from-
capacity arena is better than 5,000 in a 15,000.
Don't disagree, but
know?
it's still he goes from there and then his next road trip is to Vegas and it's 20,000 and it's oh, this is what the NHL should be. I played in front of more people in Regina, Saskatchewan,
Yeah.
which I got very drunk at a game there. It was a lot of fun. But I don't know. I just don't think that's not National League to me.
No,
You don't even
I
get-
don't think it was a good. 125%
You don't
agree. It
even
wasn't a
get-
good move to do that.
You don't even
ASU
get your
thing,
logo
but-
in the middle. It's going to be Sun Devils.
Yeah.
Which Sun Devils are so nasty.
Unreal.
If I'm going to play college hockey, 10 times out of
ASU.
10 I'm going to ASU.
So their number one ranked party school. It's up there.
It's up there, yeah.
up there.
I know UMass is up there.
Yeah.
Zoomass, that's Canada. Western's
Oh,
in Canada.
But Western.
But
is-
Western will play.
Western's a good party school.
Oh yeah,
I've heard.
West Virginia's high up there, but ASU Shane Doan's kid just tearing it up down there.
Hey, old college. That'll put them all to shame, though, right?
Old college rips. People be
We sure
hating-
do.
People hating on the Bulldogs saloon. You want to know? Time out from the hockey talk. Me and us are sitting in lab today. I haven't told you this because I was saving to see your reaction. We're just bullshitting, not really doing our work like usual. I yell across the room. There's this kid that we occasionally chat with sometimes. Great guy. Probably helped me pass first semester. His name's Tom.
Beauty.
This guy hammers beers. He spent $200 on pool in 1 week just so he could drink beer and play pool. Degenerate, like you read about. He got so fucked up one night. He locks his phone in his truck with his keys, but they also have his house keys on them. He's so drunk, realizes he can't get into his home.
He's 0 for 3.
He can't phone anyone. He slept in the toolbox in the back of his truck. The toolbox. He's like 5'8". Like,
How big's that toolbox? though?
He's not 5'8", man.
no, he might be 5'5". I don't know. Small dude slept in his toolbox. He was so drunk. Tell me that's not a movie. Tell me that's happening at ASU.
Survival
Shut the
tactics.
lid.
It might be easier to survive in a toolbox in Arizona than fucking Olds, Alberta.
I was like, dude, knock on someone's door. Like, go somewhere. Get a phone. Nope, just packed it in, slept in the toolbox.
I was laughing too hard to ask him like how cold it was. Like,
I didn't even.
A metal toolbox.
I didn't
too?
even think
Oh, yeah.
What are you gonna
about
do?
it. In a Ford Ranger?
Cuddle up with your wrenches.
Oh no, man. I could not believe it when I was like, there's no way. He's like, no, dude. I didn't know what to do. I'm like, couldn't walk to 7-Eleven, get a phone, like call somebody. No, I just thought I was pretty loaded. I might as well get some sleep.
Wow.
I want to get that drunk.
one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
Life's a simulation. If you can
movie.
sleep in a toolbox.
That's the movie.
Wow.
Sleep
Wow.
in a toolbox.
Wow, wow, wow.
Old college,
like,
baby.
Old college. That doesn't happen anywhere else. It's a great establishment. It's getting us pretty smart. Look at us too.
Mm-hmm.
Soil boys.
Tell you anything you want about sweat.
What's your favorite kind of dirt?
Chernozemic.
I agree. Totally.
Solid. Solid.
Okay, what's your second favorite then?
Ah, fly solid.
Subangular. I think that's structure. Black dirt. Reclamation. Hey, time. We're gonna be coworkers this summer.
I heard.
We're gonna be
gonna be pretty sweet,
coworkers.
man.
us,
I
dude.
heard
I'm
Brad
excited.
hooked the boys up with some.
I did. I got some.
No, really appreciative. I love it, man. We're gonna have so much fun.
So much
I
fun.
love that for you guys.
Yeah, I got
That's
hooked
awesome.
up with a new gig. Double hired in a week, got a new gig, and he asked for some people, and I only recommend the best.
Mm-hmm.
So I recommended Austin, and now we're gonna be traveling Alberta and Sask together, ripping the patch life,
It's gonna be sweet,
getting
man.
so rich, drinking beer,
Guys being dudes.
guys being dudes.
Yeah.
Hotel beds are not safe, ripping farts after work. It's gonna be deadly. It's gonna be unbelievable.
We're gonna have a lot of fun.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. It's all I do, but somehow I make it work.
You're such a wing it guy. I
Oh.
don't get it. It actually almost pisses me off how much you just wing it.
Comes to
I
the
can't. We're
worst
not
part.
gonna tell the story yet about whatever. I can't wait to tell the story because it's the most
Yeah.
wing it thing I've ever come
I mean,
across, and it's
We could tell it if we wanted. I don't have to go into full detail, but like about old. Yeah. So, yeah. No, I mean, I was recently hired to be a scout in the Alberta Junior Hockey League.
the
which
scout
is-
kids that are gonna be playing at his current age.
Yeah.
Proud of you, Brett.
Thanks, fellas. Pretty cool. I'm very excited. Obviously, it's that's a very good league. Has produced some very good players and
Cale McCarr.
Like Cale McCarr,
Cale
Mark
McCarr.
Messier,
Yeah,
a couple
I mean-
here, there, a couple there.
but
The way this day started was
Old
Brett
college.
saying, "Hey Carter, like we're gonna go ripping an Olds night," and I didn't.
You didn't
I didn't want to go, but I still brought it out.
Yeah, you did, and I promised you a good night.
Yeah.
I said this will be a good night, and then hopefully the wrong people don't listen to this, but shout out to Noah Hackett and Josh Zinger. They were in town playing. I was like, well, we're gonna. Hey Steve, what's up? We're gonna. Can you bring us 3 Budweisers, please? And have one for yourself. Anyways, so I was like, we'll go for some pre-drinks, and then I got to go see the fellas play. And we tipped them back, started the party early, and we go to the game, and
Caesars were tasting my
yeah,
fun.
and obviously Brandon Rude, he might not know what day it is, but he can he can. I have to tell that story next. He can play hockey, so he's a former AJHLer himself. Somehow tries hard, loves the game, great guy. He introduced me to some people, and we get talking hockey, and may or may not have laid out a 5-year plan on how to Bring the Grizzlies from the.
Met a few people, meaning us going to the bar to get drinks, and Brett saying,
Just talking my way through.
having some constructive criticism, and her asking for his number, and it
Snowball
going
from
down
there.
the line, and now he's a proud owner of a CCM Old Grizzlies goat, and he can go
So
watch
if you're under 17 playing AAA in the Central Alberta region, call me and I'll be sure to come watch you. But
Congrats,
no,
so I gotta say
thank
congrats
you,
again.
thank
That's
you.
pretty special, actually.
Very,
That's
very,
really cool,
very
man.
excited.
Pretty
very
young in the
excited.
game, and it's
yeah,
good start.
20 in the AJ, that'll play.
Cheers, fellas.
Doing big things. So
Clink, clink.
that's what we're up to. But yeah, we'll have to tell the full story one day when
Yeah, maybe in a bit.
I write a book. But
When's that coming?
couple of years. But I have to tell the Rude story.
Okay.
I have to tell this Rude
Let's
story.
let's just end it with this. We're getting an hour in a bit,
Okay,
and the
fire.
fellas are showing up. We're gonna go watch some hockey in about an hour.
Yeah, so that's
So
how it
it's-
starts. So Brandon Rude, if he hasn't been on the pod because he just thinks he's too pretty. I don't really know his reasoning. Probably because he doesn't know what day it is. But we're going to a Rebels game, and I text this guy. I say, hey, Friday night we're gonna go watch the Rebels play. He's like,
Keyword Friday
Friday
night.
night. So he's like, oh, awesome. Like, be great to go watch some hockey. Oil Kings are in town. It's a good team. Like, we're chatting. We're getting excited about it. So I'm like, yeah, no, Friday, buzz to the pad, and we'll head in. Okay. So yesterday rolls around Thursday, and he texts me, and he goes, are we just buying tickets at the door? I'm like, yeah, actually, Steve-O, his mom hooks us up with some ticks, so we'll be good to go. He's like, okay, sweet. We're just going to meet at your pad. I was like, yep, we already talked about this. He's like, oh, yeah, perfect. I go, what time do you think you'll be off tomorrow night? He's like, oh, hopefully earlier than today. I'm just like, oh, must be a late one today. Hopefully he's off earlier tomorrow. I go to leave for practice last night, and I see headlights coming down our driveway. And I'm like, oh, Carter must be home because he wasn't home at the time. It's getting closer, and it's truck lights. I'm like, huh. No one in this yard drives that truck, but I'll just stay here and wait and see who it is. Next thing I know, Rude goes bombing past me, pulls into our parking spot. I roll my window down. He's like, you ready to go? I'm like, go where? I'm going to practice. He's like, aren't we going to the game? I'm like, no, man, the game's tomorrow night. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, the Rebels game? He's like, yeah. I'm like, ready to go? No, dude, it's on Friday. Oh, I was wondering why they played tonight.
Who plays on a
It's
Thursday?
on a Thursday. So, Rude, it's a good thing you're pretty. Shout out to him, signing with the senior AAA Eagles. That's rock star.
Have to go watch them.
But, fuck, bud, get your life together.
If you
Just figure it out.
if you look up dumb blonde in the dictionary, there's a picture of Brandon Reed right there for you to
He's
look
a dumb,
at.
pretty blonde. They're all the same. But
Yeah.
God rest his soul. Rest. Whoa. God, do we love him.
Hey Brett, what's your favorite kind of ice cream?
It's a question? I thought it should be a no one.
More like a statement.
It's a statement. It's Dairy Queen. You know this. So Dairy Queen Innisfil, we took our guest out for a special supper tonight. We went to see Mark. We said, Mark, look, Gassed Up Podcast, we're going to get you a couple shirts, collab with Dairy Queen. What are we setting the fellas up with tonight? He goes, flamethrower burgers, Brett. I hear you talking about this sauce. How about this? We're going to make it a double. We're going to add the crispiest bacon in the game. I heard you like the pickles. Extra pickles. How's that? We're going to leave the ice cream out for you. Little melted, little soft serve. Yummy. I saw heart-shaped cakes on sale. Heart-shaped cakes and Rooter. Heart-shaped cakes and a strawberry something blizzard for Valentine's Day. So take your shotties over, get a nice blizzard, and enjoy the love day, okay? We love you. Dairy Queen loves us. I love Dairy Queen. Keep it real.
Match made in heaven. Austin, thanks for coming, man.
It's been a pleasure.
Hey, I appreciate it, fellas.
Good day.
Thanks
Great
for
day
having
for
me, boys.
hay. Stay safe out there. Love you all.
And always, stay gassed up.
Yeah, baby.